Hello everyone! China is building some of the most futuristic megaprojects the world has ever seen. From glowing cyberpunk cities and giant sea bridges to insane skyscrapers, robotic technologies, and structures that look straight out of a science fiction movie. Some of these places, honestly, don't even feel real. So today, we're exploring the most unbelievable projects China has created. And if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to subscribe for more incredible discoveries from around the world. Millions of people travel through Chongqing every single day, yet the city still feels almost impossible to understand. Built on steep mountains where the Yangtze and Jiling rivers meet, Chongqing became one of China's most futuristic megacities in just a few decades. Today, more than 30 million people live here, surrounded by enormous skyscrapers, layered highways, glowing bridges, and metro lines running through the middle of apartment buildings. Unlike most modern cities, Chongqing was forced to build upward, downward, and sometimes directly through the mountains themselves because of its extreme terrain. This created one of the most visually chaotic and fascinating city layouts anywhere in the world. At night, the entire skyline lights up with neon reflections and massive digital screens. But Chongqing isn't only known for its insane architecture. In recent years, the city has also become one of China's major technology and robotics hubs. Companies here are developing futuristic humanoid robots capable of dancing, serving customers, carrying objects, and even interacting with people almost like real humans. Some of these robots are already being tested inside hotels, shopping centers, and public spaces across China. With its glowing cyberpunk skyline and rapidly advancing AI technology, Chongqing feels like a city that's already living several decades ahead of the rest of the world. Stretching across the skyline like a giant futuristic bridge in the sky, Raffles City Chongqing is one of the most ambitious architectural projects ever built in China. The massive complex took nearly 8 years to complete and features 8 skyscrapers connected by an enormous horizontal structure suspended more than 800 feet above the ground. Known as the Crystal, this sky bridge contains gardens, restaurants, observation decks, and one of the highest skywalks anywhere in the world. Designed by world-famous architect Moshe Safdie, the project cost billions of dollars and instantly became one of Chongqing's most recognizable landmarks. At night, the entire structure lights up above the rivers and glowing skyline, making it look like a futuristic spaceship floating between the towers. And honestly, buildings like this are one of the reasons so many people believe China is already building the cities of the future. As night falls over China's megacities, the sky itself begins to transform into a giant moving screen made entirely of light. Using thousands of synchronized drones, these massive aerial shows create glowing dragons, futuristic cities, giant animals, and even fully animated scenes floating high above the crowds below. Some performances involve more than 10,000 drones at the same time, breaking world records and turning entire skylines into living works of art. Unlike traditional fireworks, the drones can move, rotate, and completely change shape in real time while staying perfectly synchronized in the air. The technology behind these shows is so advanced that many people online genuinely think the videos are CGI. Covering an area so massive it can almost be seen as a city of its own, Chimelong Ocean Kingdom is one of the largest and most futuristic marine theme parks ever built. Located in China and officially opened in 2014, the park became world famous for breaking multiple Guinness World Records, including having one of the biggest aquariums on Earth, containing millions of gallons of water and thousands of marine animals. Inside, visitors can walk through enormous underwater tunnels surrounded by sharks, manta rays, and giant whale sharks swimming directly above their heads. The park also features futuristic roller coasters, massive LED light shows, robotic attractions, and spectacular nighttime performances that transform the entire place into a glowing ocean fantasy world. And honestly, with its gigantic scale and futuristic design, Chimelong Ocean Kingdom feels less like a normal theme park, and more like stepping into the future of entertainment itself. Stretching across frozen mountains, massive plateaus, and some of the harshest landscapes on Earth, the Qinghai-Tibet Railway is often called one of the greatest engineering projects ever built. Officially completed in 2006, the railway connects mainland China to Tibet and reaches altitudes of more than 16,000 feet above sea level, making it the highest railway line in the world. Engineers had to solve enormous challenges, including extreme temperatures, low oxygen levels, and unstable, frozen ground that could collapse beneath the tracks. To protect passengers from altitude sickness, many train cars were specially designed with oxygen systems similar to those used on airplanes. Along the journey, travelers passed through breathtaking landscapes filled with snow-covered mountains, endless grasslands, frozen lakes, and wild yaks roaming across the plateau. Cars crossing this bridge almost look tiny against the endless stretch of concrete disappearing into the sea. The Qingdao-Jiaozhou Bay Bridge is one of the largest ocean bridges ever constructed, extending more than 26 miles across the water in eastern China. When it officially opened in 2011, the project instantly became a symbol of China's rapidly growing engineering ambitions. Building the bridge required enormous amounts of steel and concrete, along with thousands of workers operating in difficult ocean conditions for years. The structure was also designed to survive earthquakes, powerful typhoons, and severe storms coming from the sea. What makes the bridge even more impressive is its scale at night, when thousands of lights reflect across the water, creating a glowing line stretching far into the horizon. From above, it almost looks like a futuristic highway floating directly on the ocean itself. Cutting directly across the sea like something from the future, the Shenzhen-Zhongshan Link is one of the most advanced transportation projects China has ever built. Officially opened in 2024 after years of construction, the massive project combines enormous bridges, underwater tunnels, and artificial islands into a single transportation system stretching more than 15 miles across the Pearl River Delta. The goal was simple but ambitious: reduce travel time between Shenzhen and Zhongshan from nearly 2 hours to around 30 minutes. One of the most incredible parts of the project is the giant underwater tunnel built beneath busy shipping lanes so massive cargo ships can continue passing above without interruption. Thousands of engineers and workers spent years overcoming extreme technical challenges to make the project possible. At night, the illuminated bridges and endless lines of traffic create a scene that looks almost identical to a science fiction movie about the cities of tomorrow. Built directly in the middle of the ocean, this unbelievable structure looks more like the entrance to an underground sci-fi city than a real engineering project. The massive circular design combines bridges, tunnels, and multi-level highways capable of handling enormous amounts of traffic while resisting powerful ocean waves and storms. From above, the entire project almost looks impossible to build, especially with highways spiraling deep into the center beneath the sea itself. Standing beside the Pearl River in Guangzhou, this giant circular skyscraper looks more like a portal from a science fiction movie than a real office building. Known as the Guangzhou Circle, the structure officially opened in 2013 and instantly became one of the most unusual buildings ever constructed in China. The massive ring-shaped design rises more than 450 feet into the sky and was inspired by traditional Chinese jade discs, symbols historically associated with wealth and good fortune. The building contains offices, luxury spaces, and panoramic views overlooking the river, but what truly made it famous was its incredible reflection at night. When the lights hit the water below, the circle creates the illusion of a glowing number 8, considered one of the luckiest numbers in Chinese culture. With its flowing glass curves and futuristic design, the Oppo Research and Development Center looks more like a giant spaceship landed in the middle of the city than a normal office building. Located in Hangzhou, China, the massive complex was designed by the world-famous architecture company Zaha Hadid Architects and officially revealed as part of Oppo's plan to expand its artificial intelligence and advanced technology research. The futuristic campus features 2 enormous towers connected by sky bridges, with spaces created for thousands of engineers, developers, and robotics researchers working on next-generation smartphones, AI systems, and smart technologies. Looking more like a giant sci-fi tunnel crossing the ocean than a real transportation system, this futuristic megaproject represents China's vision of the future. The concept combines high-speed trains, multi-lane highways, AI-controlled traffic systems, drones, and underwater engineering into one enormous structure designed to move people and cargo faster than ever before. Massive transparent tunnels protect the transport lines from extreme weather and powerful ocean conditions, while advanced technology monitors everything in real time. With glowing lights, autonomous systems, and futuristic infrastructure stretching across the sea, the entire project feels less like modern engineering and more like something humanity would build decades from now. Buried beneath a massive futuristic park in Chengdu, SKP looks unlike almost any shopping center ever built. Instead of creating a traditional mall with giant visible buildings, architects design most of the complex underground, blending luxury stores, futuristic architecture, waterfalls, gardens, and digital art spaces directly into the landscape above. The result feels more like a futuristic city hidden beneath the earth than a normal shopping destination. But the most breathtaking part appears at night, when the enormous towers rising from the center of the park suddenly light up with glowing animations, reflections, and massive waves of color flowing across the glass surfaces. The entire skyline transforms into a futuristic light show that looks almost unreal. Today, Chengdu SKP is considered one of the most visually impressive luxury retail projects in China.